Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. Today's bonus game is a cryptogram, so I'm going to start with crypt. All right, nothing on the left, so let's get all new letters here. How about, I don't know why I thought of snake, but let's just do snake. Why not? An N and an E. All right, so let's move that EN around. Where do we want to put that? It's something to try to like end a word in EN, but I'm not sure if that's going to be easy. I mean, there's linen, but that repeats the N. I don't really want to repeat a letter right now. I really want to end in E, like a wine or something, but obviously we're not doing that. I could do like line, but then I guess lined. You know what? I think Dordle doesn't really follow the same rules as Wordle for what's an answer, so we'll try lined. Oh, wow. That's... You might be able to figure this out. All yellow, though. That's annoying. So is it like EDIN or something somehow? Or NEDI? NE something ID? I'm not sure yet. So let's just work on this right word. Probably ends in Y. So like something RI, something Y, like grimy. It is grimy. All right. We got our last letter. It's a G. And we know I's in the middle. Interesting. I's in the middle. Dane. Ooh, Dane is tough. That's a tough word. Not as tough as nay. Yesterday we had word 500. The answer was nay, and it took me so long. I actually ended up cutting out a lot of my fumbling around on that one. It still was a really long solve. Anyway, cool. Well, let's move on to Fibble. So the way Fibble works is there's a lie in every guess. So maybe this E should have been green or yellow. We don't know which one's lying, though. So I'm going to try to use this V, although it's a little bit hard to just use a V. And we need to introduce the E or the A. How are we doing this? Maybe start with V and do like an AY word. Or is there like a VEY word? Seems tough. I mean, the likely thing here is, I don't know, pretty likely that that V is just lying and should be gray. What do I want to do here? Is viney a word? No. Worth a try. Almost didn't have hard mode on. Let's turn that on. Let's just do a silly guess here. Actually, I don't mind the double letters because sometimes they can just catch a lie while they're on their own. All right, so the Y's are doubling down. We didn't get any contradictions here. So can we do anything with this? I think silty might be a word. Oh, that's two lies. Ooh. SL and then ending in Y, and then SLI ending in Y would be what we'd have to do. Slimy. Okay, I have expected it to be slimy. The L's are disagreeing. This is saying there's an L in the word. This is saying there's not an L in the word. So if the L's disagree, and the Y's disagree. Silly saying there's a green Y at the end. Slimy saying there's a yellow Y at the end. So if those Y's disagree, and the L's disagree, anything that's not an L or a Y can't be lying. But I'm going to go a step further and say probably we don't have a Y somewhere other than the end. So I'm just going to say that was our lie. That's our lie. And we're probably going to say this V is our lie as well, but I'm not going to mark that right now. But we do know this Y is true. If this, the assumption is pretty reasonable that we don't have a Y somewhere else. So S and then Y and then all new letters. Maybe something like sorry. Again, repeating letter, not too bad. Especially if it's the answer. All right, sorry and 3 guesses. Not bad. All right. Let's do Betweenle. I'll start with lucky. All right, 15% away from lucky. So I think I want to do giant. Okay, I went a little bit too far. Not as far as I thought. How about grant then? Ooh, very close to grant. I don't know if there's a... There might be enough GRA words that we can just do GRA. Something like grain seems decently far from grant. Oh, wow, grain and 4. Okay, I'll take it. I didn't expect that to be the answer, but we got pretty close before getting grain. Very nice. All right, I like when my instincts are actually kind of correct about how much percentage we need to do there. If I took notes on like all the previous percentages, I'm sure I could just like exactly pinpoint the word really quick, but what's the fun in that? Just trying to gain an intuition rather than like a spreadsheet. Because solving this with a spreadsheet isn't super fun in my opinion. All right. Well, let's do word 500. We will start with grain. One yellow. Gotta love the one yellow result. We've had that so many times. Let's just move this A here. You know what? Let's do an AY word. We just had AY words for the Fibble, so let's do, or we had a Y word for the Fibble. Let's do one here. I like AY. There's a lot. I say that and I never can think of anything, but we'll get there. I thought of happy. I don't really want to repeat a letter in word 500 until I have to. By the way, if you're not playing in the advanced difficulty, there's actually three, and there's 3 word 500 dailies a day, one for 3 different difficulties. So if you're not playing advanced difficulty, it's not going to throw double letters at you. Kind of interesting. How about Patsy? That's fun. Still one yellow. So if we were right about the A, then we just got to move that A again. We could try it. Always hard for me to think of a word with A fourth. We could start with A, I suppose. Like amble. Kind of like that. Okay. It's telling us, hey, put A fourth and don't include any of the other letters. I mean, of course, at some point, hopefully, I'll either get all reds or I'll have tried A in every spot and it's been yellow, and then I can just get rid of the A. But how are we doing this though? Like an OA? Sorry, I should be using underscores. I always forget that this game has underscores. Oh, I want to do focal, but there's no L. I can't find a single word. There's another option, which is to end in A. So let's think about that. It gives a little bit of flexibility about where our other vowel or vowels go. Another thing that's just difficult for me to think of, though. I really don't think we have much opportunity for this. So let's think about if there was no A. The one yellow result is so awful. You really want word 500 to not give you one yellow. R or I, both reasonable. N is reasonable. Yeah, grain has a lot of common letters. Patsy has a lot of common letters. Probably not the Y. We'll just assume there's no Y. Because it's not at the end. Honestly, I could try bringing in this E. I'm just gonna pick some common letters here. We could do like R. We could do an ER word, I guess. Let's think of an ER word using P, T, or S. So ending in ER, probably an OER. OER is really common. I just need to use a P, T, or S. I can't use the T in this case. It's OER. So S or P. If we use the P, it has to be OPER. Is there an OPER? Hoper? All right, how about OSER? Can't be loser. Hoser. Or we could do SOER. It's really nothing. Okay, I'm gonna try guessing Hoper. One green. Okay. So this is wrong. Maybe we got the E right. E is just the most common letter, so I just assume it's right until proven otherwise. So no R then, no POH. I mean, we could use this I, and then that means we just need a TS, T or S. I'm just gonna guess cited. One yellow. Oh, okay. So this means we cannot have an E in the word because it would have to be, if there's an E in the word, there's only greens available in Hoper, and there's only yellows available in cited, and they disagree. And there's no lies here, so there is no E in the word. Okay. So the green I got here, maybe the R or the P, I guess. Let's say it's the R. I have to make a lot of assumptions here because I just, the one yellow just, one. You have to make a lot of assumptions and just try to come up with a word. That's the only way I know how to play this, at least. We're going to assume there's no A because we're assuming there's an R. So that would mean there's no POH. We're assuming there's no Y still. Cited, maybe there's an I. We could make the T. Oh, cited wasn't possible because of the T there. It was kind of a filler anyway, but I would have preferred it be a possible filler. I'm doing that a lot in Word 500 because I just have so much trouble. I'm thinking about so many things at once. I have trouble actually getting a word correct. So we're going to assume it's that T there. Oh, and I couldn't do the T and the S. I don't know why I did cited. Maybe it'll be helpful though. So from here, cited was so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. MB or L. So we have a T, we end in R, and there's an MB or L. Makes me want to do timer, but of course, the timer would be a decent filler here, to be honest. But can I get away with not doing a filler again? The problem here is I haven't picked any vowels, and so now I only have U available. That's not going to happen. So let's actually pick some vowels this time. Since there's no E, maybe that means we should pick the I from cited and just say there's no S or T. We're saying there's no A. Maybe I can come up with a word with A, but that would mean we have the P, and that means we place the P. So no R, O, or H. Okay, so that would mean this I is also yellow. So we have the P in the middle, and then we have to have an I at the beginning or the end, and then an MB or L. Input almost works. Oh, sorry. Input is spelled with an N. Okay. Also, the M wouldn't be able to go there. I don't like this at all. So I don't think we're using that I. I think that the I forced that. Let's come back and use the A. Let's see if I can come up with something now that I have more info. So if we're using the A, that means no R. That means no S or T. No P. So we could use the HO, one of HO in place, and then an I or a D out of place. Oh no, we wouldn't be able to use the I, so we'd have to use a D. I didn't try D before. Yeah, okay. So something like DA, I don't know, with an H or an O, like ODA, or DO something A. I really don't think I can find something like this. Or like H, and then an A over here, like HUDA. No. Okay, I don't like this. I still think there's no A. So we know there's no E. That's logical. I think we proved there's no I because we tried it with and without the A. So, what should we try now? We're going to need a vowel. No A, I, or E. Let's put this O in here. So that means no R or P or H. That means there is an S or a T, so there's no D. So there's a G or an N, an S or a T, an MB or L, and we have this O here. I want to use the N. I want to use the T or the S. I'm not sure which one. Maybe the L. We got this O here. But then like, okay, maybe we need to use like a TOU. Tough almost works. I'm actually going to guess tough and see what happens here. I'm expecting a green for this O, at least. 2 greens and a yellow. Okay, so I'm on the right track. Let's say I'm right so far. So this O would come down. Maybe we got the T right. Maybe we got the U right. I like the OU. Okay, we know, in this case, we know there was no H. This was a filler on purpose. So maybe we got something like this. Let's look at this option. That would mean we have the S is yellow here and here. This would be the G yellow there. Oh, but I wanted to put G first, but I can't. I don't think there's a word anyway for this. Oops. There's no back. I can just start over. Yeah, this would put the G at the end, which I really don't like. So, sorry, let's say that O was correct. That means no H, P, E, or R. Yeah, we know there's no E. No R. We're going to say there's no A as well. We're going to say there's no Y. Okay. I don't know that G can go anywhere unless is it green here? I don't see how. Right, there's no P. We know that from that. Cited. So I think, yeah, we have to use an S or a T. So that means no I and no D. Because the patsy, we have to use an S or a T. So S or T, G or N. Let's say we didn't get the G. Let's say we're supposed to use an N. We know there's no H. So that means T and U. Maybe we make this U green again, the T yellow, this T yellow here, this T yellow here. No S's. And then we need an MB or an L. So we'd be like OUT. It's something against mouth, even though, again, using that H is bad, but mouth will tell me if I'm on the right track with these letters. And it's pretty close to tough. Yeah, I can't think of something better. So we'll do this guess as mouth. Word 500 has been so hard recently. So let's say I got the OUT correct, and we're supposed to have an M at the end. No, that doesn't make sense. All right, so let's go back. Let's compare tough to mouth. What happens if we got the H right? Oh, the H would be green here. Yeah, okay. So I think we didn't get the H right. So we're going to assume no H. We know there's no E. So that means M-O-U-T are in the word. Mount. I think we're mount. Let's just double check. So if this was mount, this is what we get here. T would be yellow. O-U would be correct. G would be red. For mount, we'd have a yellow T only. For mount, we'd have a green O. For mount, we'd have the yellow M. We'd have the yellow T here for mount. And we'd have the yellow N here for mount. Okay, it is mount. Nice, okay. I got there. I've been having to use fillers recently for Word 500, but like one yellow, one yellow, one yellow, one green, one yellow, like already doing some unintentional fillers, like, and words that I know won't be the answer. It's just like, give me something to latch onto, please. All right. Well, let's do we just did Word 500. Let's do Polygonle. Got Hexpert on. We have an 8-letter word. This letter repeats. This letter appears 3 times. And nothing else repeats. Ooh. So maybe like an LLY word. I should be able to find something, right? Actually, that's kind of hard. Maybe an RRY word? I fill it and then suddenly it doesn't look good. What can I do here? I could try just putting an E here. What would we end in? Like, This is one of those that's just really hard to come up with a word. I don't have anything in my pocket for like, oh, it ends in like this pattern here. Let's try like a S at the end. LLSTTS or R, not RRS. Or maybe SSY? Nah, okay. We're gonna do a filler today. I tried, barely, but let's start with machined. It is an E here. Does not end in EED though. I don't think we have enough here, so we'll just do robustly as well. Okay, so we should be able to get it now. So it could be EES, but hold on, let's hold off on that. Probably the O ends up here because we're probably not going next to the E. So D something, D. I like D so. What are we putting here? I want to put the S here actually. K. Devotees. There we go. Yeah. Weird plural there. EES. I considered it before I did the fillers, but I don't think I would have come up with devotees out of nowhere. Interesting, refugees is another one of those EES words. Flotilla, I could have done with L's. Globally, I could have done with LLY. Oh, some book, words that end in book, words that end in wood. That's a good one to remember. Book and wood as endings, like rosewood, songbook, notebook. Notebook is a good one. All right. Let's do the mini. Starts and ends with the same letter. Let's just see if we're a plural today. So sires, get some good letters. All right. So R in the middle. What do we want to put here? I was thinking D, but then I couldn't think of a word. Is it a vowel or a consonant? How about aorta? Ooh, it is aorta. Wow, that aorta in 2 is crazy. You have to admit that's crazy. All right, let's do symbol. I'll start with blaze. Ooh, okay. So we have to decide if we have an A in the middle and then like we end in L or something, or we have like an L in the middle and we end with E. I'm gonna go with this. This seems better. I'm thinking like L-I-E, but then that doesn't look good. L-U-E. I thought this looked good, but I can't think of a word. You'd think I'd be able to think of one easily. Tilde. Okay, so we do end in E, but the issue is that I picked the wrong letter to go in this spot. I'm going to ignore the Z for now, so we'll put the B there. This has to be limited. Or, alternatively, I did get these swapped, and we have the A in the middle, and we end with L, and I think that seems more reasonable. Like shawl. Just like shawl, that was the answer. Wow. Okay, so I had gotten the symbols wrong. I thought this confirmed the E at the end, but actually I had it reversed, and it was supposed to be the A. I said AL was an option, and it was actually still an option after tilde. Interesting. All right, let's do the blind fusel. So all right, we're just gonna start with shawl here. This first twist, all we get is greens. So we know that the A is green in the middle, but we don't actually know that S, H, W, L aren't in the word. We just know they aren't in those spots. This next one, we actually have to use RAN in the middle. Kind of convenient. Let's do grand. But it's forcing us to put RAN in the middle. Okay, so we know that from this, that A is in the middle. We already knew that. We know there's no G, R, N, or D in the word. Now this guess, we have incognito tiles, which won't tell us what the color result is. I'm just going to guess champ or something. I don't know. Okay. So no C or P. We don't know about H or M. Now here, we're banned from guessing certain letters. We're not allowed to guess U, I, S, G, X, or V. Kind of limiting. Oh, I actually knew that this couldn't be champ because we actually learned that H was grace. Is not second anyway. There was a very low chance it was going to be champ anyway, but still, that's a mistake. I want to try an L here. I have to come up with something I can actually guess. How about E at the end? Not plate. Flare, flake. Let's try flake. Oh, wow, that was way better than I thought it would be. So we have the AK here. Where do this L and E go? Maybe it's leaky? Okay, so this twist, I thought leaky was going to be correct, so I didn't bother explaining it. But this twist is telling us that all of these are in the right place, and then this letter is not near Y. It's not within 3 letters of Y. I think we're leaks, though. But unfortunately, we can't actually guess leaks because we have to repeat a letter in this guess. So we're going to get leaks last, but we can confirm leaks by ending in S. So let's just end in a double S word, like, I'll just do something like glass. Okay, I was pretty confident in leaks, so. Nice. All right. Leaks. When was the first time I could have guessed leaks? I mean, obviously I could have guessed it at the start. I guess, yeah, I could have guessed leak. I could not have guessed leaks here because S was banned. I could have guessed leaks here. Could not have guessed it there. Interesting. All right, let's solve a cryptogram. So this is a quote from W.S. Merwin, who I don't know who that is, but where you have to decipher the quote because every letter has been replaced with a different letter. So this is an A or an I. This could be like is or as or at or yeah. So this could still be A or I. I like this as and, so let's put an A there and let's try and. Ooh, dinana. No, that doesn't work. So it's not and. Okay, so we got to be a little more creative here. So this could be it is. Or sorry, not it is. Because that's an A. What do we want? I don't think we want I here. This would be I then. Interesting. So one of these is A, one of these is I. We got some long words here. I feel like we're going to need a vowel in this word. We've got E-O-U left. Could this be like him? Maybe. Let's look at what him looks like. Ooh, this is a toughie. I don't know that I like him there. There's other options. His. Maybe I'll try his. Does that look better? 2 different letters going before an H. So maybe like, ooh, I like this as a T because this stat. Could this be a C? Statch? Satch isn't a word. Something. Oh, but maybe it's stitch. And then this is the A. Ooh. Like stitched with. Ooh, okay. That was really good. This is thread. Let's see if we can figure this out. Ooh. Separating. Separating. What's this word? Ooh, do I have something wrong though? I think I have something wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out most of this. A lot of it's right, but we're just going to fill separated with, and we're going to go with that. From there, separated. Sorry, separated. Oh no, separate, right? Hold on. What was this? Oh no. Okay, we'll put with here. Oh, it was stitched with. I don't know why. Oh, separated was up here. Separating was here. I got very confused. Sorry about that. Separating, I still like. Oh my gosh. Type the correct slot. Okay. This all seems okay. Oh, thurn? This is probably a vowel, not an N. Okay, so maybe not separating. Through. Separation. Oh, okay. Separation. Separation through your absence has gone through me like thread through a needle. Everything I do is stitched with its color. Okay. Separation. Your absence has gone through me like thread through a needle. Everything I do is stitched with its color. W.S. Merwin. All right, so those are the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.